Action!
All right. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I haven't said that in a long time.
Yeah.
So.
There's no one on yet.
Okay. That's great because I need to mentally
Prepare.
We were just talking about spiders, so I'm not.
We have to shake off a few legs or two.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody. I hope you're having a great week.
The recording is out for Baby Lot Club, by the way.
Perfect. So, yep. If you were participating in Baby Lot Club this morning, that recording email has gone out. So let us know if you have questions. And if you weren't able to join us, then I hope you enjoy. Announcements wise. I think I have a pretty big calendar here. Today is actually the last day of April, not May, like I totally thought.
She's jumping to the future.
Okay, so I know we have announced a couple of times, but I do just want to say again that due to Kate and Patrick being gone for the H&H, not next. No, that is next week.
Yeah. What?
They leave
Look
a
at
week
that
from
calendar
today.
and let it suck in. Let it soak in.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so with that being said, we did push back Bernina Club to the 14th, which is the second Wednesday, and then we moved Viking Club, which would normally be the second Wednesday, which I don't know why we did it like this.
I don't know either.
Okay. And that is now on the 13th. So Viking Club is on a Tuesday, and Bernina Club is on the second Wednesday. And then with our Castle Rock show, we would normally be doing
Baby Lot
Baby
Club.
Lot Club on our setup day, so we moved that up a week. So that is on the 21st. So just double check your calendar, double check our calendar on the website for the events, because those dates should, God, I hope they reflect on there. We'll double check that.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like the big stuff. We do have our next By Annie project, which is On the Go 2.0. I think this is super cute. I love the little vinyl pocket and the zipper on the very front flap. You're doing magnets again, hardware, more vinyl pockets. Super cute.
Pockets galore.
Pockets galore, absolutely. Oh, you even have a pocket in the back.
In the
I
back.
didn't even notice that. And so this is going to be May 9th. It is a virtual class. And then, have you heard anything about our Serger class?
Personally, no, I have not.
Okay. That was what I said on Monday. I hadn't personally heard anything either. Still the same story. So we'll get back to you when we get an update on that. And that's kind of like our big classes. Otherwise, a lot of it is in-store stuff. We will be closed on Memorial Day. The last Monday of the month. And then, of course, that later on that week, we have the Castle Rock show. So make sure you come and see us if you guys are going. Okay. We do have a giveaway here. This was the daffodil placemat.
That is going to Val Bridges.
Oh, very nice, Val. We will put it in the back for you. And hopefully we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I was going to announce this too. So this is a kind of a little mini sampler quilt. And it was all pieced on the serger. And we are going to do this virtually on the
May.
the 23rd. It is a Friday. So again, done virtually. You do need to have cover stitch capability with your machine for this. And the class fee is going to be $50.
Hold on. There's an update from our customers. Gotta love it. Elaine says Kate's quilt with the serger is the next one.
It is the next serger. All right.
And her serger project will be in June.
I love it. Okay. Thanks for the update.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Tammy.
Yeah, thanks for informing us. Okay, so $50. This includes your kit and free shipping if you are not local. Okay?
Yeehaw.
Yeah. And it is open to pretty much any brand, just like the normal Serger Club classes would be. As long as you have cover.
Cover. Roger. That. What are we making today?
So today, I'm really glad that the rain kind of went away because then this doesn't really
Makes sense.
Yeah. Though I mean, okay. So this is a
Have you had fudge today?
No.
You're acting like me on fudge.
a huge coffee from Dutch Bros. It has definitely made my brain go way faster than my mouth can keep up. So this is a pint size. So get the ice cream.
Uh-huh.
Okay. A pint size ice cream cozy.
It's so cute.
It is super cute. I love it.
But I guess you could also have a pint-sized cup and put chili in it.
Sure. Does Wendy's still do like the cup of chili?
Yes! I hope so, at least. I haven't had it in a very long time.
So that might fit in here. I will say we do have a kit. The kit is $3.50. Super cheap. But I will say this. If this is meant for the cold
Touche.
items. Okay.
Touche.
So if you are wanting something that could then double as something for heat, you are going to need to double check that your batting. Our kits are not going to
Fully explode in the microwave?
they might melt.
They might.
So if you're going to put stuff in the microwave, it either needs to be a batting that is specifically meant for that, like Wrap and Zap, or you need to make sure your batting is 100% cotton and not have any type of like nylon, polyester, like that kind of stuff. Plus, you need to make sure that the thread that you're using is also 100% cotton. So kits will not, I cannot promise that. So, these are
the kits are
cold
made
kits.
for ice cream.
Cold kits.
Sarah McKinney says, I saw that coffee in the background at Baby Lock Club this morning.
Yeah, it's huge.
And we had a question, Miss Paula. When are you doing the Rocky Mountain sampler again? Paula is going to look and let us know. Oh, wow.
It just happens to be right here. Okay, so we are going to get started. I have.
The 15th of May.
Woohoo! Okay, we've got a 10-inch square of our outside fabric, 10-inch square of lining fabric, and two 10-inch squares of batting. So we are going to place both pieces of fabric right side down and place batting right on top. Okay, if you want to clip or pin your batting with your fabric in place, you sure can. I'm just going to get it close. Okay, and then we're going to draw two, a vertical and a horizontal line in the center of each piece. So since it's a 10-inch square, we're going to measure 5 inches in, mark center, turn it 5 inches in, and mark. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing on this one. And then once your centers have been marked, we're also going to draw lines on the diagonally both directions. So I know that there is pre-cut batting for cozies out in the world. So if that is something that interests you, instead of having to do all the markings, because then all like your darts and stuff are already like trimmed out for you. That would be cool too. Okay, so we're gonna do a marking along the diagonals also.
Sandy, you are speaking my language. Sandy says, today's project would be perfect for Ben and Jerry's fish food ice cream. That was like my favorite when I was in high school. And now I probably have it once a year because I overdid it in high school.
Yeah, you can't go back.
Too much.
I get that. Been there, done that. My favorite was always chocolate and peanut butter.
We took the kids to see a movie a couple weeks back, and we went to Cold Stone, and I had the just chocolate ice cream with brownies in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was so simple, but amazing. I think I had something else in it too, though. Brownies.
So where we're at, we have a Culver's right down the street, and so that is our
Sweet treat spot.
yeah. Because you get like so many toppings before you have to add, increase the price, get charged for them. You get like 2.
I have no idea. I think I've only had one item in my life from Culver's.
From Culver's. They're pretty good. It is a custard.
Is it like a milkshake?
No. It's like a...
McFlurry? Blizzard?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll eat it.
Okay, so once we've got our vertical, horizontal, and diagonal lines, we're going to go to the machine and we are going to stitch on the diagonals only for both squares.
Okay. Oh, man. I'm going to be taller than you.
It's not very hard.
Very true.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so again, right on the diagonals only.
Yes, there was a Radiance update.
Yes. Okay, you're going to go in both directions. On both pieces. Have you watched Ransom Canyon yet?
Yes.
I finished it yesterday.
I finished it this morning.
I love it.
Me too. What's Lucas's girlfriend's name?
I don't remember. That's a messed up situation.
Well, I was just going to say that I think that her and Kit are going to get together, but I'm going to take that back.
Yeah, I would.
He's like almost going to...
Want to.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, then we're going to go back up to the cutting table. We have some more markings to do.
Savannah. We have Leopold's ice cream. Hi, Pat.
Okay, so we now have our diagonals stitched. So then on our centers, the horizontal and vertical ones, we're going to mark 3 inches in on all 4. Then we're going to mark 2.5 inches to the left and right of each 4 line on both squares.
All right, repeat that one more time.
Okay, 3 inches in.
Okay.
And then 2.5 inches to each side of each line.
Okay. We have a lot of people asking what show we're talking about.
Okay.
So while you're doing that, 3 inches in,
Yep.
and then 2.5 inches apart.
Mm-hmm.
Ransom Canyon is a TV show series on Netflix with Fergie's ex-husband.
Josh Jamal.
Thank you. I mean, it also has crossed my mind that they could have found somebody much better than him for that role. But
I don't know. I like it.
I don't know.
I'm smitten.
Wow, Paul is smitten.
I like him.
Okay, so 2.5 inches on each side of our line. All 4 things.
Okay. I like
Nancy Gray.
I don't like all his secrets.
I thought you just said you like him.
I like him, but I don't like his secrets.
Oh.
He's nice to look at. But he's got some skeletons in them closets.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
Yes,
then-
I can show up close when she's done.
So we've got those markings, and then we're going to do it again on this one. This is a different batting, so this one might be easier actually to show it on.
Okay, so we did 3 inches from the edge. So 3 inches in, and you marked a line. And then from that line here, you measured 2.5 inches and made a line here. 2.5 inches and made a line here. And you're going to do that on all 4 sides. Hi, Mary. You too, Pat.
Okay, so you have that for both of your squares. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Back to the machine.
I'm going to move like Matt did when we were doing live. What's an ice cream cozy? Well, Kim, you're going to find out. You're going to... Oh.
Patrick.
Patrick,
We need a
ice
pint of
cream.
ice cream.
Ice cream.
We need a pint of ice cream before we end live.
Okay, so now that we've got our markings, we're going to call our fold line. Okay, all of the ones that we did our markings based on. Okay, so we have our fold line. We're going to put them. Oh, I needed to do one more marking. Where's my little ruler? Where's my little friend?
Okay, so Kim, the cozy, will you bring your sample over here?
Yeah.
Cindy's going to bring her sample over so we can show you that, but it is a bowl cozy that we've done as classes. I think we've done them as lives as well. But this one is for ice cream. So as we had said in the beginning, the batting that is supplied in these kits are not going to be able to go into the microwave. So if you wanted, does the kit include ice cream?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
Kim, I wish.
Free shipping on that.
Free shipping. Can't guarantee it won't show up melted though.
Okay, so great, we did our markings, but now we have to connect this marking to this marking.
Oh no. On all 4 of them?
On all 8 of them. So there's one on this side, and then there's one on this side, and then you're going to do that on 4 sides.
It's a lot of marking. Use the pint cozy so you don't dirty a bowl.
Heck yeah.
If you have pint-sized bowls, right? A regular bowl won't fit in there.
They need to make one of these for like the gallon size, because in reality, I'm a straight out of the carton kind of person.
Me too. It's the best way to do it.
Okay, so then you're going to connect your 3-inch marking to each of your 2.5-inch markings.
So these cozies are just a little bit different. So Cindy was explaining at the beginning of the video that there is specific batting that you're going to want to use. So like the pre-cut bowl cozy batting is batting that is safe to put into the microwave that won't melt. So, or cause a fire, let's be real. Or you can use other things like Wrap and Zap.
100% cotton batting.
Yeah, or 100% cotton batting. I buy top of ice cream. I don't think I've ever had that, Linda. Have you had Halo ice cream?
I've heard of it,
Halo top?
but I have not had it.
We're doing good, Kim. How are you?
Okay. One of these days, I'll have my stuff together. Okay, so now that we've got our markings
Now you
and
have a
our
big
lines,
X.
yeah, you gotta make a big X. We're gonna fold right sides together on our fold lines, and we're gonna match our markings here. Okay, so fold in half, right
Fold
sides
in
together,
half.
and match up our markings.
Okay.
And then we're gonna clip it in place. Okay, so we're gonna do it on this side, and then we're gonna do it on this side.
Me too, Pat. I think maybe after live ice cream is in our future.
Okay, so we can only do 2 sides at once. So when you have them folded and clipped, we're going to stitch on the marked line that connects our 2.5 to 3-inch mark.
Okay.
Okay, so here and here. Right on the line. I like to start on the side, though, that has the fold and not the open side. Okay.
Great suggestion. All right, so since we're on the topic of ice cream, what is the weirdest flavor you've ever had?
It's not quite a flavor, but it was ice cream made from corn.
Ice cream made from corn?
Mm-hmm. And it's actually not that bad. So where I used to live, where my girls live, they are known for their corn, and so we would have Corn Fest every year.
Uh-huh.
And the church one year made ice cream.
Huh.
Okay, so once those stitches are done, you can unclip, open up, obviously as much as you can, and then refold the other way, matching up still those 2 points there. Okay.
Susan says this cozy looks like it would be cute to put a flower pot in for Mother's Day.
Aw, that would
I
be
agree.
cute.
Or just like some goodies. Like a small thing of lotion and a gift card to Dutch Bros.
And like nail polish.
And a diamond ring.
I take that too.
And a movie ticket.
And a movie.
And a Barnes & Noble gift card.
Is not watching?
And a sushi ice cream. I mean, gift card.
Actually, have you seen like the sushi that you make with like Rice Krispies and
Yeah.
stuff like that? That'd be fun to make.
Garlic ice cream?
Oh my. I thought my corn one was weird.
Terry, is it good? Have you had it?
Okay, so now we've got 4 stitched together.
Okay.
We're gonna do that with our other square too.
And then I'm gonna mark this for you. That's the way I think that's the same one. But look, because see, here's where we've ironed this before. I've just gone around.
Barb Atwell says that she's getting a Dutch Bros where she lives in California, in Florida.
In Florida.
Yep. And she can't wait.
How exciting!
All right. You got to try the Nutty Irishman and the Hopscotch Protein Coffee. Those are my faves.
I haven't even had the protein coffee yet there.
What? Letha says that she's had lobster ice cream.
No.
That just... Okay, y'all are getting... I think a little bit past my comfort zone.
Terry says no, but they have a garlic festival in California.
Is that Miss Terry Lynn?
Yeah. Gilroy?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so just doing the exact same thing on your other square.
I like mochi.
I don't even like that. I don't like that. I don't like boba. I don't like...
I'm not crazy about boba. But I have to try the Shiba place across the street at some point in my life because I had a Shiba. Just makes sense.
Does it?
For me. In my brain.
Okay, so once you have your 4 seams, you're going to trim each seam, and don't do it 1/4 of an inch. I would really do it like 1/2 of an inch. You want a good chunk left over. I'm gonna go grab some scissors so I don't.
Mona says that she has a recipe for zucchini ice cream that she's been meaning to try.
Huh.
What is wrong with you?
They're trying to eat healthy while getting their sugar in. I'm traumatized by these flavors. Gonna need a bowl of fish food. Stat. I mean, you also can't go wrong with cookie dough.
I was just gonna say.
I like eat the Heath Blizzards, though, too.
Pretty much anything with peanut butter I'm good with. I love peanut butter.
All right, everybody. You need to call the store and tell Patrick to get us ice cream. 303-317-2004.
Okay, so then, once you've trimmed them, then you have a piece that kind of looks like a tulip.
Sauerkraut ice cream.
Oh my god.
I love sauerkraut, so I try it. Horseradish ice cream. I don't know, I just made that one up.
Oh, I was like, where do these people... Okay, we're going to turn one of them right side out, and we're going to nest these together, right sides together. Okay, then we're going to match up our seams here, and you really want to make one go one way the other, because that's a lot of bulk to have them both going in the same direction.
Fish food has little chocolate fishes in there, Swedish fishes. Wait, but aren't Swedish fish gummy?
Yeah.
No, they're not Swedish. They're chocolate. They're chocolate fishes. Marshmallows, caramel. I'm forgetting something. Sandy, you're the fish food pro. Tell us what's in fish food.
Okay, so, and I'm lining up these seams and just clipping them together so that they stay put.
Where can we get the pattern?
It is linked on our website.
On the events calendar of our website.
It isn't like a written PDF, though I think there is a link on there if you want to buy the PDF. But otherwise, she just has it typed up on her page.
With like the pictures. And then when you go to print it, it's like 50,000 pages because of all the ads. So, but it is free in that way. If you want less ads, you have to pay for it. Which is, I mean, I just take my computer or my tablet next to the machine or something.
Okay, so we're going to start sewing. I sew just before this seam line here. Because when I turn it out, that part's going to be a pain in the tush to turn your seam in and stitch it closed. But we're also going to have to kind of, so you need to leave this part open, but you want to stitch before the corner, before you round the corner, because then turning that part in when you go to close it is a pain in the tush too.
Okay.
So try to get as much sewing as you can, but there is a lot of bulk with the 2 pieces of batting, so you really can't leave it like an inch big. You've got to get it as big as you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Linda says, will you please stop talking about ice cream? My mouth is watering. Uh-oh, I lost it.
And I'm doing this seam at 1/4 inch.
Will you please stop talking about ice cream? My mouth is watering and I have a small puddle. In front of my keyboard. Elaine, that sounds delicious.
Okay, just making sure my raw edges still line up. Trying to make sure my seams stay. My edges are lined up, not right side up. And that my seams stay nested. Definitely went too far there. Then you got to remember where you started sewing. Because it would be so easy to just keep going and then you close up your opening and then you're like, well, shoot.
Shoot, Bob. Heidi, she is making a pint ice cream cozy. The pattern is on the events calendar on our website.
Okay.
Under today's date.
I'm going to clip my corners. And I had a little section that was hanging over, so I snipped that. Okay, then we're going to find where it's open. And we're gonna try to turn it out. So if you get if you separate them and then try to flip it with just one side at a time,
A little easier.
it's a lot easier. I love all the whispering.
I'm not whispering. Hi, guys.
Hi, Val.
You didn't make your hole very big, did you?
Kind of can't.
I know.
You kind of can't. This is a workout. I'm getting sweaty.
Perfect for ice cream after.
I know. You gotta burn your calories first.
Pamela says, do you have to have those points or can you cut them off and have a rounded top?
I mean, at that point, as long as it's all even together, you could have it be whatever shape you want. But you kind of want some straight line because it's always easier to turn your seam closed when you have to close up your opening on a straighter line. So I wouldn't really
Sarah says, finger exercise.
Yeah, for sure.
And Barb says you're earning your ice cream.
Exactly. Burn those calories now, so I don't feel bad eating them later. And
That's how I feel about celery and
ranch.
ranch.
This is the third one I've made today, so I definitely earned it. But then again, I did have a giant coffee earlier, so I might have already.
You had the energy for it.
Exactly. Now, I'm sure it wouldn't be pint-sized, but I'm sure you could, size this up, too. But, this is also the worst of the three of them that I did. That was harder to turn than any of the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to poke out my corners. Three of them are going to be great. One of them is going to kind of be right where our opening is. Okay, and then you're going to put your lining on the inside. Then you want to press your seams very well so that they are flat as a pancake. Okay?
Flat as a pancake.
So, I'm going to go do that.
Wow. I suppose you like the iron. Yeah. Please. This time.
She grants you permission.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you. Okay. So then, with our opening, you just want to make sure that that all gets turned and tucked in. And then we're going to top stitch all the way around. And I have the pink in the top, a white in the bobbin. So I'm going to sew it this way. But in reality, I really wouldn't want to. I'd want to sew it this way. Just because for me, in my brain, that makes more sense.
The pink on the green would be cute, though.
So, whatever floats your boat. And it's not like a continuous round either, so I don't even think like having your free arm really wouldn't help you there. So, but we're just going to top stitch all the way around. And then in the corners, because there is so much bulk in there, I am kind of doing like a diagonal stitch. There's your hat.
Thanks.
Just there's so much bulk, it's kind of hard to get like a true point. And the same thing when I go into each valley. If I have to kind of like round it around the valley, then I will.
Just around the river bend. So you wouldn't want to do any stitching in metallic thread, right?
Well, if it's gonna be for a cold one,
That'd be fine.
that would be fine. But not if you're gonna put it in the microwave.
Put notch in valley. This is where needles are broken.
Well, look at that. It went through it just fine.
No broken needles.
No broken needle.
Sherry, I can't believe you're late. Just kidding, I love you.
And there you go.
Now we are ready for ice cream.
Yep.
I don't think it's happening, guys.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right, have a great day, everybody. Who's doing live tomorrow, Miss Paula? You're doing live? All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow with Paula. Oh, wait a minute. They want to know what needle you're using.
Oh, whatever came in the machine. All I can tell you is what size it is because I don't know the color codes. Maybe I can tell you what size it is. It's from Schmetz and it's an 8012.
8012.
Whatever the light blue and the orange stripes are.
We'll do our homework. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in with us, and we'll see you tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day.